Hey everyone, Vincent Wynn here for Tipline. Welcome to Monday afternoon market review. All right, so I've got a couple requests in for charting, so let's jump in and take a look. Hey everyone. Oops, sorry about that. My monitor came on. Okay, so clearly the winner today so far is ACB. If you traded ACB, congratulations. I hope you're in the green. I'm so happy for you guys. Thanks for flagging this in the community, guys. All right, so let's jump into the chart really quick. Oh, yes, before I forget, ACB, CNVCF, FNGR, SNDL, AMC, ARDX, if we have time. Okay, if we have time. All right, so let's jump into the chart before I forget. Switch over. Okay, all right, just keep in mind that this is not financial advice. I forgot to mention that earlier in the stream today. I am not a financial advisor, so take everything here as educational and entertainment purposes only. Okay, so man, I wish I had known about ACB like right around when it was 48 cents here. I mean, as you can see, I mean, it's dropped quite a bit, right? So it's had a massive drop here. It had this bullish pattern that formed back in June 13th of 22, and it ended here on March 13th of 23, and it just got invalidated all the way down. But then guess what? The company came in and said, you know what? We're going to do something about that. And I believe that they came in and said, you know what, we're going to do a repurchase of $12.3 million of convertible notes. That was an hour ago that news got released. And then, so guess what? Someone down here knew something. And look at the chart from yesterday. I'm sorry, look at the chart from Friday. It started to cross above, what, the 20 SMA, 20-day moving average, and then bam, it gapped up above the 50, and then it broke above this falling trend at 62 cents, and it just started moving from there, and it broke above the 200-day moving average at 73 cents. So where is it at now on the 4-hour chart? I like to look at the 4-hour chart complementing the 1-day chart because it tells me the first 4-hour chart had 106 million shares traded. I mean, that's a lot of buy-ins, right? And what happens with the next 4-hour chart? So the next 4-hour chart has 31 million buy-in volume. It broke above the high of the last 4-hour chart, and now it's trading upwards. So wave 2 to 3 is in progress here. And so it's very interesting because now that it's broken above, where is it going to go? I don't know. The short answer is I don't know. At this point, it goes until the complete buyback of the repurchase for the $12 million is done. I mean, at 85 cents a share, that could be quite a bit. Ooh, right? I mean, I don't know how long that's going to go. So for now, if you look here, for now, the stock is trading in bullish territory because it's above the 200. And we just had the 1348 crossover today, meaning it's extremely bullish, with a total of 135 million shares traded in favor of the bull. So what's next for the 1-hour chart? I like to look at the 1-hour chart simply because it does chart out hour by hour what's going on. Gosh, I would love to have been like right here on the 8th where it started to just grow. And so let's use this as a learning opportunity here, right? So price is straddling as soon as it exploded here on the 8th, price started respecting the 3 EMA all the way up, and then every now and then it'll come back and touch the 8, went up again, touch the 8, and then this is where it just went parabolic. And that was today. And now, just today alone, that's 65% growth. That's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. So what's next? So as you can see the pattern, this is wave 1, wave 2, and then wave 3 is in action here. So my thinking is this run's gonna have to retrace at some point. I mean, just look, touch the 8, and it's going, and now it's way up here. It's almost exceeding beyond the 3 EMA, which is the yellow line. So at some point, I am expecting it to come down and say, hey, dude, I'm here. Just want to check in with you. Should I keep going? I mean, is there more, or should I start coming back down to rendezvous with the 20 SMA? Who knows? I mean, well, this is where your trade management comes in, right? Do you want to take a third off, continue, take a third off, continue until it goes to the moon? Who knows? That's how I would look at it. Okay, so track this for now. It's got some good movement. That is ACB. Drop a comment, shoot me an email to tipline@vincent.tv. I'm happy to answer any questions offline. CNVCF. Ooh, I think at some point earlier today, this was trading green. Volume today is about 75,000 shares. This is not even worth looking at, guys. Okay, so let's not waste time on these. I believe Sway, you're saying this is on your list. I'm seeing that the bears are just pushing this thing down. They're just not wanting this to go anywhere for now. So on the day chart, right now it's below all the moving averages. So my thinking is 11 cents ish. Okay. FNGR. Okay, FNGR is having a good day. For how much longer? Well, let's take a look. Very similar to ACB, right around here on August 31st was really when FNGR started to take off. Right at this intersect between the 8, the 3, the 8 and the 20. And this is where it just took off. And as you can see, similar to every other stock we've looked at, price will come down, close, touch the 3, and then move forward. Just like down here, came down, it respected the 3, came down, touched the 8, it's going again, and at some point it's going to come back down to check in with the 8. Now, this is a one-day chart, okay? So I'm thinking 630 is not out of the price range. But then again, I'm looking at my oscillator. Everything is completely oversold. If it does come down and touch the 8, is it going to continue to do like a W in the oversold area? If so, that's very, very, very bullish. That's what I want to see. But right now, FNGR is just a little bit too rich for my blood. I also want to note that the wave 4 to 5 is, the high of 4 to 5 is 716. Wave A, 5 to A to B. I know that if this wave A to B breaks the recent high of 716, then yeah, holy cow, just strap your seatbelts on, people, because this is going to go parabolic. I would say that would be the launch pad is 715 up to 12, where everyone is saying that call options are coming in for $12. I don't know the details on that. Do your own DD, but this is what I'm seeing. I want to see this break of the recent 712, and that's your launch pad for the $12 price target. Okay, if at a minimum 846, and then 9, break the next high is the 976, and then from there you're looking at the high, which is this next high at 1373. Okay, again, this is not financial advice. This is what I am seeing on the chart. So from what I understand, wave A to B should not break the high of wave 5, but the exception being that if it does break the high of wave 5, which is 716, come back down, test the high, and then it can proceed up. Okay, but if it tests 716 and fail, that means that you're heading down to somewhere here, which is like, don't shoot the messenger, but I'm seeing a retracement. If it doesn't hold the 716 high, then we're looking at a retracement of either where I had originally marked here, which is like 733, or it could come down to 374. Then again, the community behind FNGR is super strong. The retail community is awesome. It's trading above the 200 SMA, so it's extremely bullish. Okay, so just keep an eye out for this trade management here. 4-hour chart tells me a very similar story, which is, I'm sorry, the 1-hour chart, which is awesome because it nailed today's candle right at noon today, New York time. Wait, my time, 10 o'clock. No, 10 o'clock here, 12 o'clock Eastern, 11 o'clock here, 12 o'clock Eastern, sorry for the confusion. It came down, tapped the price target 1 at 643, and then came back, bounced back up. Look at this. I mean, it completely respected this ABCD pattern. Came down, tapped price target 1, bounced back up, bull stepped in, moved the price not only above the 20 moving average, but above the 8 moving average. So can we expect to see an 816? Probably at 837. I mean, 837 puts it right at, look at that, it's right near our other price target here on the day chart, which is at around 845. I mean, I don't believe in coincidences. I mean, it's all based on very precise ratios. Sorry, I left that not financial advice up for a while there. I wasn't paying attention. I have 3 monitors, 3 5K monitors, and it's just like my eyes are going back and forth. Okay, so that's FNGR. It's bullish in the long run, but at the same time, keep an eye on retracement. Yeah, GTII is next, my friend. Okay, give me just 1 second. It's next. Okay, so if there's any other questions on FNGR, let me know. I love TAing FNGR because it's such a dynamic stock. It moves. I mean, there's just so much drama behind this play. I'm happy to TA for everyone. Okay, so GTII had a moment this morning. I hope everyone who were bag holding to some extent, we're looking at finding some relief in one form or another, because this breakout at 74 cents needed to hold. This was really crucial right here. This was the battleground at 74 cents. Look what happened. It sprung off of the 20 SMA, just like every other stock. At this point, we've gone through, this is a 4th stock. I hope you're seeing the pattern that as soon as you see price move at the bottom of the 20, whether it's respecting the 3 or the 8 and it's going upwards towards the 20 and it breaks above the 20, pay attention, because this is what you get. So right now it's kind of a push and pull day for GTI because it went up quite a bit. I think at one point it was like 16%. Volume is pretty good, 883,000 shares. But then once it hits 78 cents, I'm pretty sure either the bears knocked it down or people said, you know what, I've been stuck in this range for some time now, so I want out, right? Who knows? That's just a psychology trade. What can you expect? What I would expect for GTI is to make sure it closes above 74 cents today, okay? Now, if tomorrow, if it opens up below 74 cents and starts to trade downward, I would watch for this to come back down and test the 20, which is about 67 cents. Okay, it needs to close above the 8 EMA, which is sitting right about 66 cents right now. As soon as it closed below that, I would imagine that the bears are taking over right now. And so it's going to be baby steps. It's going to be baby steps for GTI. The 200-day moving average is at $1.20 right now, and that's where things are going to try to reach. All right, so I'm going to move. Well, okay, all right, we got time. Let me look at the 4-hour chart real quick. Let's see what the 4-hour chart's telling us. Okay, 4-hour chart. Okay, so same story here. 4-hour chart. Price bounced from the bottom, which is like around 59 cents, and it hit the 200, and then it basically went up from here. Just like the 1 day, I want to look at the 4-hour chart in a sense that there is also a breakout point at 73 cents. Should GTII, right now it's sitting at 72.75, so should it break out at 73.2 and it breaks up, breaks the high right here of the previous 4-hour candle at 79 cents. Even if it breaks up by 1 penny, comes back down, tests that 79 cent, and it bounces up, watch out, baby. 200 moving average, here I come. That's going to be 93 cents. Okay, 93 cents is what I'm looking at. Again, every time I throw out price, I need to mention that this is not financial advice. I'm here to tell you what I see the chart is possibly doing. Okay, all right, that is GTII. Ken, Sway, any questions on GTII? I'm going to give you guys a moment to catch up because I know there's a 10-second delay stream to YouTube. Oh, and by the way, if I haven't thank you for joining us during your lunch hour or wherever you might be around the world. Thank you so much for tuning in to Tipline for this midday review of the stock market. Ken, you said thank you in the comments, so I'm assuming it's all good? Okay, I'll swing back if there are any other questions. So meanwhile, let's jump to, hey Joe, let's jump to SNDL. I can't remember who asked about this, but let's take a look here. SNDL, it's up 9.23%. Wave 2 to 3 in progress. Okay, so it broke recent high of $1.97. It had a price target of 1 and 2 here from this bullish deep crab pattern back here that formulated and got, actually, you know what, the pattern did nail price target 1 a little later, and then it retraced all the way down, forming another pattern. This is a bat pattern. This pattern started on May 22nd and ended on August 31st. Okay, so that was just, what is it, week and a half ago. and then it's still going. So it broke above the hop, which is the harmonic optimized price potential for a reversal. So that is extremely bullish. What's the volume like for this candle? 9.8 million shares. Very bullish. So this is a 3 candle breakout here. I love it. I don't know what caused this to run. Oh, you know what? It could be a sympathy play from ACB. I bet you that's what it is. I bet you it's a sympathy. SNDL is a sympathy play. They're riding the coattail of each other here. That makes a lot of sense now. Okay, so keep an eye on this. Okay, so I'm very leery when things break up because they're gonna have to break down and retest certain levels. And right now I'm looking at a retest of $1.89. If it doesn't hold $1.89 and you see price continue to decline, expect the drop to $1.65. But what's really interesting is I think I drew out this this bull flag a while back, like I think back on the 18th, because I usually don't, when I chart something for someone, I don't delete the lines. So I left this up on the 18th when I drew this out when it was finishing up wave 1. When it was wave 1, I drew this bear flag out, and look at this. Oh my gosh, this lines up with the 200-day moving average at $1.80, and look where it took off all the way up. I mean, from where I drew out the line for the breakout was about 20%, 19%. Pretty cool, right? Just keep in mind, wave 3 is gonna have to come to an end at some point. Nothing runs forever, and if it does, right now it's already right about price target 2 from this bullish pattern back here at 209. So I want to say the last high was 247. So possibly we could see 247 before it creates a massive cup, maybe come back down to 208, consolidate, and then create this massive freaking cup and handle. And then, oh, I love it, and then from this handle we could just see it hit the next high, which is like 336. I don't know, that's what the chart's telling. I'm extrapolating what I'm seeing, so therefore I'm back to saying that not financial advice, people. This is just what I'm seeing. All right. That is SNDL. Hey, Jana, how are you? Yes, cannabis legislator and running with others. Cool. Thank you. ARDX. Yes. We're going to look at ARDX after AMC. Okay. TTG. AMC was green. It was really green at 4 a.m. Central, which is like 3 a.m. Eastern, when no one was able to trade. I mean, it's like when it comes to AMC, they do all their buying and BS during the time when no retail could trade, and then guess what? They come in and they drop shares, the sell orders during regular business hour. If the world didn't have AMC as a business, as a theater, with the AAA out of the picture, I don't think we would miss it. Just take a moment and think about that. Now, that being the case, unfortunately it's not. So every day I'm still here answering questions for you. I think I saw a message from one of our Twitter member saying that we could see AMC at $55, which is, holy moly, that's like 50 cents a share. I mean, to me, at 50 cents a share, someone's going to have to do something, right? Or are we just going to see this thing get plowed down? I am still bullish. I want to remain bullish in a sense that I want to see this head and shoulder come to life. I want to see this beast just roar back up to life and just allow everyone to have a chance to at least either make some money or break even or get out with minimum loss. There's 200-day moving average right here at $4.46. Okay, enough with AMC. It was green and now it's red. ARDX is up about 3%. It had a run as well. I mean, if you're just getting to ARDX today, I'm just gonna be straight out, TTG, you're freaking late. You're too late. You're late to the game. You should have been, if you were watching this, you should have been planning your entry right down here when price was consolidating around the 3 EMA. And as soon as the 3 cross above the 50 and you got this gap up going towards the 20, yeah, that's when, as soon as if I was seeing this and I saw this cross up and I saw the volume that it was bringing along with it, which was 10 million shares at $4, I mean, that's quite a bit of volume there. And watching how it straddles against the 3 and then touches the 8 again right here. Anytime you see a touch point between the 3 price and the 8 and it just bounces up, this is the leg you want to be in right here. This is the leg you want to be in, and especially when you see an inside bar that is either a doji or a spinning top like this here. And my rule of thumb for doji or spinning top is this, and I've repeated this many times over. Inside bar, which is this guy, the high low is inside of the bar before it. Another inside bar of the one before it. So this is a double inside bar that is sitting in very, very, very bullish territory. Its price is above the 3, above the 8, above the 20, above the 50, and above the 200. Oh my God, what more do you want? This is like AAA pick. And so yeah, if you miss this run right here, if you missed this run and you saw this pattern, it came back down and touched the 8 and it ran up, this is where I would have taken an entry. But now that I see, so what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So about a week ago, this happened about a week ago. So now what do we look at? My second rule of thumb for trade management is this. If I had gotten in right here where the 3 is, I would be relatively concerned because 1, I had a red day, 2, bulls were barely able to push this price up, and then bears came in, took over, closed it below that. Now watch, price is now starting to dance and skirt below the 3. It's now flirting with the 8 twice already. So what? Guess what? The minute this next bar, I don't care which one it is, either tomorrow, Wednesday, I don't care. The next bar that closes below the 8, which is this green line here, that tells me that there are more bad things to come. Something like this. And most likely it's going to touch the 20 SMA. TTG, I hope that helps. This is how I assess stocks. I'm a one take guy. I don't I don't sit and look at TA and record and edit and record and cherry pick the best video. This is who I am. This is what I do. And this is how I deliver information to you. One take. I don't like to pre-record videos because by the time you see the information, it's too late, right? Especially in the dynamic situation that we're in with how quickly the stock market changes. That being said, let's jump back and look at ACB here. It's still going. Ooh, look at that candle. Look at that candle. I mean, that is super bullish right here. Now, that being said, ARDX, look at what I just said to you here. Right here, you see this green candle? Massive bullish candle came down, touched the 8. This massive candle came down, touched the 8. Look at ACB. Look at the opportunity you have here. Friday's candle gap up above the 20, above the 50, above the 8, and then today it gapped up, right? So what does that tell you? Does that not look like this scenario that we just looked at RDX here for ACB? This is a huge sentiment change in ACB. Huge sentiment. I don't care what's going on in the world of cannabis, but when I see a stock like this, it's pretty darn awesome. So where does that lead us? So that leads us to a previous bullish crab pattern here that started back in 22. June 14, 22, right here. Had a high of $1.94, and it ended badly with a 3618. That means that from the high of point C down to here, it dropped 3 times the price, and it ended on March 13 of 23, and it just basically got invalidated. Actually, you know what? It didn't get invalidated because the HOP, the harmonic optimized pricing, was 44 cents. Look at that, 44 cents. The timeline just got dragged out really, really, really long. And look at this right here. Look at what happened here. It dipped the bottom, but if you look back towards this pattern over here, you would have seen that that was like 6 months ago, and then bam, hit the low, and then now you have this rising price towards the 20, and you have this. This is very bullish, but I'm gonna watch what happens tomorrow. I'm not gonna take a position because it's already 67% up. What I want to watch is price going to open above today's closing, or is it going to open below today's and then continue to just consolidate within this range for a day or two and create an inside bar, right? If that's the case, I'm watching this, because guess what? It could potentially form. What is that? That is a bull flag. Okay, so if price does this, comes down, goes up again, break this high, come back down, test this consolidation area, as soon as price breaks the high by 1 penny, I am all in. That's how I would play ACB right now. That's the safe and smart way to play, is to watch it for the next day or two and anticipate what pattern generates a bullish pattern. Because who knows, people might come in and just completely drop it down to the 200 because most of the time, unless the bulls step in to add buying pressure, chances are it's going to come back down and test the 200-day moving average before it continues to do something else. Okay? All right, that's my rant on ACB. Was there anything else, guys? All right, I have no positions RDX yet, but I will stay away. Hey, TTG, read my note here, not financial advice. Not financial advice, ARDX. Like I said, just watch this arc. They're evil. I mean, this is this is evil. They may draw this out a day or two, but then again, you could wake up tomorrow and something happens, and then the next day it comes down, touch the 8, and then just basically builds the next leg. But the point of observing your trade management is to watch this consolidation period. Nothing is. I know I pride myself on being able to pick price target 1 and price target 2, whether it's bear or bull. Okay, it doesn't really matter. But you also, as new traders, need to pick a range and watch that range ping pong back and forth. The minute price breaks above that range, you know that something's about to happen. It could be a false breakout. Again, trade management kicks in. But when it's ping-ponging back and forth and it breaks out in either direction, there's going to be follow-through, and watch for volume. If volume is 2x of what it's been or what the average volume is in either selling pressure or buying pressure, that is essentially your fuel for what's to come. All right, guys, am I still streaming? Why is it such a bad lag? Oh my gosh, I'm still seeing. Oh no, you know what? Shoot. Again, I forgot to take off the financial advice sign. I'm so sorry. My apologies. Okay, is there anything else? Anyone? Going once? Going twice? GTI, yeah, it's selling off. It's probably going to come back down and test the 20. TTOO. Oh my goodness! I know we talked about this, and I know I made some call outs against the pumpers when it was up here in the freaking 40-something, 50% range, and I said price target 1 is going to get nailed, and it did. Okay, guess what? TTOO price target 2 is underway. 20 cents. You know what? There's another one I want to look at since I'm here. This ticker, which I won't call out. So, wave 5 is done. 5 to A. Wow, the bulls came in, pushed it up with 491,000 shares. So my thinking is, do they have more ammo to come in, take this down, and push it up, and before leg B to C take place? Let me see what the 4-hour chart says. Yeah, so, oh wow, yeah, that's pretty precise there. So it's B to C, that's 618 retracement, and then, yeah, that's about right. 30 cents. My call out was like right here at 26 cents. So we'll see what happens. Come back and check this, I would say sometime this week for this price call out. Okay, all right, I think let's look at how the overall market's doing. NASDAQ, ooh, look at that. Gapped up there in the last 4 hours. Yeah, no, that's just, no, this is, no. No, this is not good. I'm anticipating something like this. Yeah, it's gonna most definitely gonna try to break down, because that's just not sustainable. And then SPY. Yeah, SPY's doing the same thing, huh? NDX and SPY are basically doing the same thing. But I'm still gonna watch this, see if it breaks below the 8. So it's already broke below the 8 twice for NDX, and then SPY twice on 3 times on SPY under hit the 8, and then now gapped up. So I want to see this through and see what happens, because I'm thinking this is, everything tells me that this is the way it's gonna have to hit. But leg 5 is the other, is a very bullish leg too. 618, yeah, okay, so 618 is probably 500, because you've got, this is very bullish territory for SPY right now, above the 8, above the 200. It's hovering above the 20. Okay, so this is why we look at the day chart, because it gives us an idea of where price movement is. All right, so I'm gonna call it. The range for SPY is going to be around 500, at least a minimum at 618 retrace extension before it starts to retrace. 500, guys. Okay, I'm going to put this here. All right, 500. All right, we'll come back and take a look at that. All right, guys, if there isn't anything else, I'm going to close this out. Thank you again for joining us on this lunch break on Monday, September 11. Vincent Nguyen here for Tipline. Have a great day.